one of the things that I really love about what I see in your show is, well, number one, the way Asha plays her is so likable. She's so likable. I don't know likable, but she plays her such in a sweet. But even when she's being sarcastic or any kind of way, she always plays her from a place of, I'm just kidding. There's always some lightness in it like that. Was that talked about, or was that something that she came up with on the set or in rehearsal or anything like that?
I think it was talked about the first time that we met. We both were like, well, we don't want it to be so heavy and so militant. And so we both talked about how we're like, the white girls of our friends or our families. And we thought that was hilarious. We had this bond of like, people think that, we act in certain ways and they have perceptions about us. And I when I read Racy, I remember like getting kind of hot and like being a little nervous. Like, I don't know if I can do this, because it raised a lot of issues that I would maybe talk to like a personal friend, but I didn't know it would be kind of hard to like put out there. But then I thought, if Racy could come across as, if I could turn her into someone really loving and sweet. I mean, she already has like, you're already attracted to her, but, there was just this sweetness that I wanted to add to her. I wanted her to be your friend that you're like, oh gosh, like there she goes again, or, just someone likable was really important for both of us.
You learn little things about her every week, but I'm still curious of like what makes her. It's so much deeper than the fact that she's around a bunch of white people. And why wouldn't she just give them the macaroni and cheese? But it's like there's rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's constantly on this level of everybody else is just not saying what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? It's brilliant. Let's talk about how you two, or how did it come to become a web series in the first place? Once you decided you were going to write those, what was the next process from there?
Really just getting a cast together, and Asha and I have worked together on South of Nowhere, and when I decided to do the web series, I immediately thought of Asha. I was like, I want Asha. And I had never seen her in comedy. I had only seen her in dramatic roles, but just her demeanor, I was like, she's Racy. And so I was like, okay, I need to get Asha. And the funny story, because I hadn't talked to Asha since South of Nowhere, and on South of Nowhere, we really didn't talk a lot. I think we had talked once because I was in post-production and I was never really on set. But Asha had friended me on Facebook like a few months before. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna send her a message on Facebook, So I sent her the message on Facebook, didn't reply. I was like, And so she was in Pariah, and I just happened to go to a Pariah screening, and a screening you were not supposed to be at. And I saw her at the screening, and I was like, should I say something? Because she didn't reply to my message. Should I bring it up? So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And I was like, yeah, I sent you a message on Facebook. And she was like, I'm not on Facebook. And I'm like, what? No. She's like, no, I'm not on Facebook. I'm like, what do you mean? But then it was like, oh, okay, she made me interested. So we exchanged information, and I sent her the scripts, and she got back, and she's like, let's meet. And I was like, yeah. So
they're still on there. They impersonate friends of mine.
Fan page.
Yeah, there's Funny.